Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yeshurun-Beth Yah Bible class, study session, nation building. Trying to build a nation through unity and love, but I'm finding to be very difficult when we're dealing with many different doctrines. Israelites, those who are supposed to hold the truth, are the biggest ones to separate and not deal with people because of their doctrine. And that means, and I'm talking about each other. How can we be the people of the book and our doctrine is wrong? That's what I want to know. How can we be the people of the book and our doctrine is wrong? What, we don't know scripture? If you have more than 3 different doctrines in Israel, the devil is involved. There's only one doctrine. And in unity, we should be able to traverse those doctrinal issues and come together as one through the Spirit. But don't nobody want to hear that, because nobody wants to know whether or not they don't have the Spirit. I'm finding out more often than not that people are playing games with the worship of the Most High. They think this is a joke or just something to do or something to feel. This way of life or your way of life will dictate where your soul ends up in eternity. Get your doctrine wrong, enjoy the lake. So now, when we get to Daniel's 70 weeks, there is a starting point, there's a midpoint, there's an end. The abomination of desolation that was spoken of by Jeremiah the prophet, then spoken of by Yeshua, then John the Revelator. They all coincide with one another as the abomination of desolation being an end times event. The abomination that causes desolation is an end times event. Yes, sir. You say something, O'Shea?
No, I got my mic muted.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something. So I want to I don't think people know how to read Daniel the 9th chapter very well. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to Daniel the 9th chapter, and we're going to get a grip on this, man. I need verses 24 through 27, O'Shea.
Daniel 9, 24 through 27 reads likewise.
Now, what is the caption above that 24? What does it say in your Schofield?
Oh, crap. I got my Schofield right here. I need a moment. I'm sorry.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Daniel 9. Let me look up 27.
24.
24. My
24.
apologies.
Mm-hmm.
70 weeks, 1 in the Schofield. Daniel 9:24. Daniel's prophecy of the 70 weeks provides the chronological frame for messianic prediction from Daniel to the
For what prediction? What
messianic.
prediction?
Messianic.
Messianic. Huh? His birth, his execution, and his return. The return of Yeshua, the return of Christ, coincides with the abomination of desolation and then the exodus out of Israel back to the land. They've got the regathering. See, people, and that's what I'm saying, people don't need to be teaching. Some people don't need to be teaching, but they're going to continue to do so. If there is no abomination of desolation in the end of days, there is no return of the children of Israel to the land. O'Shea, you got that?
Okay.
If there is no abomination of desolation for us to go through, the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of Jacob's trouble is the days of the abomination of desolation, the 7-year tribulation period, the 3.5-year great tribulation. That is the time of Jacob's trouble. That time happens during the tribulation, and that happens after. I'm sorry, that happens before Yeshua returns. Now, what does the abomination of desolation consist of? We go through it all the time. In the book of Maccabees, it gives you a detailed situation of what happened when Antiochus Epiphanes profaned the temple. It's about worship. That's what it's about. It's about who you are going to worship. Whose will are you going to fulfill? Now go to Daniel, the 9th chapter, and I need the 27th verse. I will go through the 24th to show people the beginning of the. I don't even think people realize what the very beginning of the abomination of desolation is. What's the date of the beginning of the abomination of desolation? Because he says in 24, from the going forth of the commandment to rebuild and restore Jerusalem. That's the beginning. Whenever the commandment came from whomever to rebuild and restore Jerusalem.
Wow.
That's the starting point.
Wow.
Read 24th for me real quick. I'm sorry. Let's go 24th to 20th. I'm sorry. I know we did it a whole bunch, but we're going to do it again for clarity because I want to kill all this false doctrine.
9:24 through 27 reads likewise. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sin.
Whoa. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and thy city. The people and the city. What does now reread it again, and what does this event? There are things that you're about to read that is going to come forth from this event. What are those things that you're going to read in a minute? Go ahead and read.
70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an
To
end of
finish the
sins and to make.
transgression, hold on, go slow. To finish
Okay.
the transgression. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Did you hear that, bro? The 70
Okay.
weeks are determined upon thy people and thy city to finish the transgression. What's the next one?
And to make an end of sins.
Whoa. Well, and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for what?
Iniquity.
And what else?
And to bring in everlasting righteousness.
And
to seal up the
anoint.
vision.
What? Seal up the vision and
anoint the most holy.
You mean to tell me all that was done in 70 AD?
No.
Is that what's being taught?
The butt whooping ain't done yet. We still got to make.
Wait a minute. The vision was sealed up in 70 AD?
No.
The end of sin was in 70 AD.
No.
Come on, Brian, you got to see this, O'Shea. I need you to see it, man. From the going forth of the, no, I'm sorry. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and thy city to finish the transgression. Those things in which the abomination of desolation is supposed to bring forth upon its completion, those things have not been completed yet. Those 6 things that you are about to, that you just ran off, those are 6 things that will happen at the return of Yeshua. Do you hear me? At
Okay.
his return. And his return happens after the tribulation. Finish reading for me.
Verse 25 at the end. Well, at the end of 24. And to anoint the most holy. 25. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth
Know,
of the
listen what he says. Know, therefore, and understand. Huh? Know and understand. Huh?
okay,
Huh? Okay. Know and understand what?
that the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto Mashiach the Prince shall
Well,
be
until
7 weeks.
Yeshua the Prince, you got that? From the going
Okay.
forth of the commandment to rebuild and restore Jerusalem unto Yeshua the Prince is a time frame. That's a time frame. From the time that Brian got in his truck until the time that he got out of his truck for lunch. Brian, that's a time frame that represents a time frame. From the going forth of the commandment to rebuild and restore Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince is how many weeks?
7 weeks.
It's 7 weeks.
And
Hold on. 7 weeks. Hold on. 7 weeks. Okay.
okay,
That's 49 years
okay,
from the rebuilding of the temple to Messiah the Prince. 7 weeks. That was 7 weeks. A week is what? A year. A week for a year. I mean, a day for a year. I'm sorry. A day for a year, which will bring you to a week being 7 days. 7 days of biblical prophecy. 7 years of biblical prophecy being counted in terms of days and weeks. That's why he called the 70 weeks of Daniel. It's a time frame
okay.
for something to transpire. Now, from the going forth of the commandment to restore and rebuild Jerusalem shall be 7 weeks. What's the next time frame?
And 62 weeks, the street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. And after three
Mm-hmm.
score and 2 weeks shall Mashiach be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with the flood. And unto the end of the war, desolations are determined. And he shall
Uh-huh.
confirm the
Now,
he shall
oh, now look what you got hurt. You got the destruction of the temple in 70 AD right there. Okay. The prince that came destroyed the city and the sanctuary. That's Titus and Vespasian.
okay,
That's Titus and Vespasian of Rome, destroying the temple in the city. Now, at verse 27 brings something different now. Look at verse 27.
and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst
Stop.
of the week,
And he who shall confirm a covenant with men. See, Israelites and some that I do know, he shall confirm a covenant. Well, the only people that he made a covenant with, that God made, was Israelites. So it has to be, no, it's not an Israelite. It says he shall confirm a covenant with many.
mm,
It doesn't say he's going to confirm a covenant with Israel. The covenant has already been confirmed with Israel. This is something dealing with worship. And he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. That is the last week. 69 weeks have already been completed with the street being built in troublous times. You got 7 weeks, then you got 3 score and 2 weeks, right?
Okay.
3 score and 2 weeks. That's 62 weeks. 3
Okay.
score and 2 weeks. 49 years to rebuild the temple. 3 score and 2 weeks from the birth of Mashiach to his execution.
Wow.
Now, after his execution, these people are saying that the destruction of the temple led to the abomination of desolation. And that's not right.
Hold on. They're
The
saying
destruction
that
of the go ahead.
70 AD
They're
was
saying was the abomination of desolation. That's what they're saying.
man.
The 70 AD brought in everlasting righteousness. Man, you got to think about it. Brian, I need you to see that, O'Shea, for real. I really need you to understand, because when you asked me last week, what should we study on? It came to me, man. We need to study on how to read scripture. That's what we need to study
That's a
on.
big thing.
How to read scripture. Because
That's a
obviously
hell
it's
of
a
a thing
lack
to
of it.
say.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta reintroduce the comprehension of biblical fundamentals.
I
Truth.
agree.
Truth that Israelites are supposed to have. That's why you got these people twisting the scriptures for their own good to keep people out of the kingdom. You twisting scripture. You twisting scripture.
You said earlier, I don't put words in your mouth. Did that person also say that we don't have to flee when it
Yes,
happens?
yes, that's my next
So
point. That's my next point. I can't wait to get to that. But that's my next point. That when we get to Revelation, the 12th chapter, which is the midpoint, okay? The woman with eagle's wings. The woman was given eagle's wings so that she can fly into her place. That whole sequence of events in Revelation 12 did not happen in 70 AD.
okay.
Matthew 24 is very specific. So is Mark 13 and Luke 21. When you shall therefore see the abomination that causes desolation. That's an end time prediction, man.
Okay.
Go to Matthew 24 and look at your Schofield and look what it says above the caption above 14.
Matthew 24.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew 24. Look above 14.
Look above verse
24.
14.
Oh, it says one. The reference is not to the salvation of the soul of the believer who endures persecution, but to his deliverance by master's return. Is that what
What
you
does the
meant?
scripture say?
My apologies.
No, what does it
But
say?
he that
What is it? Go ahead. Yeah, read the scripture for me.
13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
The end of what? Endure to the end of what?
Oh, the
The end of
tribulation.
70 AD?
No, the
Those
most
that endure
horrific
to the
thing.
end. Come on, man. Keep reading.
14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So that happened in 70 AD?
No.
Okay. Keep reading.
15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understand. Then let them, we good?
Go keep on. I'm sorry.
Then let them who are in the Judea flee into the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him who is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto those who are with child, and to those who nurse children in those days. And pray that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Mashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wherever the carcass is, there will be eagles. There will be the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not
Well,
give its light.
immediately after what?
After the tribulation,
Of what days?
the tribulation days,
Mm, mm.
and of the days.
After the tribulation. See, he gives you the time right there. Immediately after the tribulation, what happens?
The sun shall be darkened, the moon shall not give its light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the
And that happened
tribes.
in 70 AD?
No.
No, see, uh-huh. We don't know what we talking about, man. I'm telling you. A lot of our people are running their mouth and don't know what the hell they talking about.
Okay, because he should have appeared after 70 AD if that was what they were alluding
If
to. So
the abomination, that's right. If that was the abomination of desolation, he should have appeared in 70 AD. He should have appeared in 70 AD. What 70 AD fulfilled was not one stone shall be left standing from this temple.
they probably think they probably think Solomon's temple is the first abomination desolation now. And that may be the second. I don't think they read Maccabees at all.
There have been many. If you want to see, he's talking about a specific abomination. But anytime a heathen or anytime any body took it upon themselves to overtake the worship in the temple, to do what they want to do rather than the will of God, I think that represents the highest form of holiness, the worship that was in the temple, because it was so exact, it was so precise, and it had everything to do with holiness from Yah.
Okay.
The entire temple worship. That's why the abomination of desolation and the Antichrist's coming appearance is going to deal with worship. And these people out here that's not worried about no abomination, they're not talking about it, but they're talking about the mark of the beast. That's what's killing me. How are you going to talk about the mark of the beast and then not talking about the abomination of desolation? When the mark of the beast don't occur until the Antichrist passes it out during the tribulation. Come on, man. Come
Mm,
on, man. Come on, man.
okay.
These same people. It's these same people talking about the mark of the beast is the RNA vaccine. The Antichrist didn't pass it out. There's not a part of his coming kingdom. The mark of the beast is the sign of his kingdom. The mark of the beast is the sign of his kingdom.
Okay.
The adversary is the God of this world, but this is not his kingdom yet. His kingdom comes when the abomination of desolation is set up and people fall into irregular worship. When the people fall into irregular worship, which Hebrew Israelites are setting the world up right now with all our false doctrine. We're supposed to be saving the world. We're supposed to be saving this world from itself, from the adversary. And we're supposed to be shining the light of Yah's will on the world. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Look on social media, look on Facebook, look on Instagram, look on TikTok. Look at all these avenues of social platform. Everybody in Israel is teaching, doing, and saying what is right in his own eyes. So much so that the truth gets distorted or the truth doesn't get really heard. Somebody got to talk to me, man.
Mm.
The scriptures in Jeremiah that talk about that you should flee to Babylon and flee to all about. Those are not the scriptures that are used to show that we need to flee. Revelation 12 tells us that we need to flee. Matthew 24, Mark 13, Luke 21. But sit your goofy butt right here and make no preparations and see what happens to your goofy butt.
Can I make a
There's going to
comment?
be like, I'm sorry.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, you can.
I know we live. We have no
Yeah, we live.
king.
Make your comment.
We have no kings. We have no high priests. We have no prophets. We only got our elders. Just cling to your elders. If you're young, go sit down, reevaluate yourself, and have your elder raise you up. It would be too late in the game for all this extra stuff. You about to get somebody killed and lose their salvation.
But see, the thing is, the people that's coming up, especially the ones that's taken upon themselves to teach, all the people that have said that the creator last night gave them a vision, or the creator put this in, or I found this in my research. Man, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Food, water, clothing, shelter, and medicine is what I'm interested in. Food, water, clothing, and shelter. That's my only interest.
May I make another comment?
Yes, you may.
We in this walk, we are Israelites. We know Yah exists, I mean the devils exist. The devil is also busy. He has his minions. Just because you think it is, you got to match it up with scripture. You can't just assume. And it may be Yah, but you got to test it. You got to test it. There's a serpent in another realm feeding you these thoughts, and you have to discern whether if it's the Most High or if it's him. You can't just jump off and just be like, "Oh, this is." We've all been fooled. That's all.
No, man, your statement is correct, man. Look here.
No, for real, they
I,
really think the devil just sitting there just chilling. He's not just chilling. He's what is he? He's working.
no, they think that because we Israelites that he can't touch us.
He
That's what I
messes with
believe.
us the most. That's his
I,
job. Is
be-
to mess with us.
I truly believe that Israelites believe that now that we Israel, the devil can't mess with us, or he don't have
No,
no
he
power
can't.
over us, or something. It's got to be something.
We are at the top of his list. You sitting in your house just chilling. He ain't you. He ain't looking at the leaders are on his side. He already got them. All he got to do is just what's his job to wear us out, little old us in the hood just chilling.
And people say that happened already. That
No,
is also a future event. The wearing out of the saints. The wearing out of the saints and the time of Jacob's trouble and the abomination of desolation are all the same event.
no.
The saints are going to be worn out during the 3.5 years that the adversary is going to have reign over this earth. It's just it's just silly for any Hebrew Israelite to think that we can just walk through this and not make any preparations, not do anything besides have Bible class. I am getting really sick of that now. I really am. The
I've had
time
to
is
come to
coming when we.
terms.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oshay. I'm sorry.
Forgive me because I gotta start cutting my
No,
elder. All due respect, I
no, no,
apologize.
no. Go ahead. You had
I
to
had
come
to
to
come to
terms with
terms
what?
with myself yesterday that I thought I did. I thought this was gonna be easy. I did. I did. But the devil was gonna make it hard, and when it comes to Yah, it's never going to be easy. We talking about the king is coming back to this earth as a lion, and the devil has to get his time 3.5 years to gather as much as us up and kill as much as he can, and or even just make us miserable. There's nothing easy in the scriptures about any of this. All of this is going to be difficult. And those who nearly escape, we are going to worry for our family members.
Hmm.
But at the same time, we have to realize, who do we serve? We can't pick our friends over him. We can't pick our children over him. Pops, I love you. I can't, and the same should go for me. I can't pick you over him.
Right.
But whatever
The
he
scripture
does to us,
says that.
go ahead.
Come on, man. The scripture says that, doesn't it? See, everything I say, it come out the book. So when I talk to people, it's amazing to me how much of the book they don't talk about.
They don't.
The book.
Okay, we flee, right? We flee. And you can ask any Israelite this. I ain't saying to cause no trouble. Best to get left behind. The kids get left behind. We can't go back. Y'all's right here to take us to take us to safety. He and all you can tell them is, I'll pray for them. Y'all got them, and they got to keep and they have to hold
Come on.
strong through all of that while you in the wilderness, thanking the Most High for coming and for doing anything. That is going to be the one only just one of the hardest things to accept. That's the only time I'll be saying y'all got them, and they not honestly. I'm not going to want to hear that. My mother's being tortured or raped right now. Pray. That's hard. That's tough. No, they not ready. So to say we shouldn't flee or whatever she was saying, the adversary's about to have a mother loving field day with that.
Oh man, he about to go to work. Let me tell you something, brother, and this is why I'm bringing this up. I remember your wife asked a while back. I don't know if you remember if Apariah asking uh, What does when you say preparation, what does that mean? Do you remember Aparaya asking that question? And when she asked
Okay.
it, I thought about it. I said, she really didn't understand what I was saying or what I meant every time that I said that. And I said that's first of all, it's an error on my part, number one. But there are many people who do not understand the mechanics behind what it's going to take to survive the great tribulation if you are not in the place of safety. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. To be in the place of safety, uh, and the creator gotta lead you there. But what's the criteria for being in the place of safety? Because if the adversary goes after the woman in Revelation, the 12th chapter, you start at verse 13. He goes after the woman. The woman is given eagle's wings so that she can fly into her place. The devil lets out a flood and causes the earth to try to swallow her up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He lets out a flood out of his mouth, and the earth opens up her mouth and swallows up the flood. And then she's carried away into her place. But then when the devil cannot get the woman, he turns around and he goes to the remnant of her seed. The
Yes.
remnant of her seed that keep the commandments of Yah and the faith of Yeshua. That's not everybody.
I don't want to be
He
that
will
remnant.
not be going after, he will not be going after everybody. He will not be going after every Israelite. He's only going to go after those that keep the commandments of Yah and have the faith in Yeshua.
I don't want to be that remnant.
That's the one remnant that you do not want to partake of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, that's not what I meant. You do want to be
You do?
that
Yes.
remnant.
Okay.
You do want to be the remnant. Now, do you want to be in that position as the remnant? No. But that's our plight. We're either in the place of safety with Yah, or we're out there fighting the adversary in the in the world. And like I said, the world is going to be set up in a way that the way that we live life right now, you're not going to be able to go get a farm. You're not going to be able to hide in the woods, even.
No.
They already they already scoped that out. They didn't show the movie The Fifth Wave. Well, that's the first place they came for people. Oh, they know the devil know that we gonna go into the. Oh, they go into the woods. They're gonna go to somewhere in the mountain. They're gonna go somewhere and try to be. You better go somewhere and be hidden. The key word is hidden, not walking around, not chilling like a villain, not going out for brunch and tea. You're not going to be able to do those things. So, what does preparation look like? It's called number one, strategic location. Strategic location. Joel Skousen. Joel Skousen. Skoussen. Joel Skousen is the one that coined the phrase strategic location, which meant you get you a location that is strategically advantageous to your survival. What does that look like? Running clean water, someplace for refuge. I mean, there's a whole list of things that a strategic location must have. And our strategic location must enable us to be hidden from the adversary when he comes after us.
And you said
Now, once you
when.
got your when, yeah, when, not if, when he comes after us. If we believe in the Bible, then that has to be a certainty. If we believe in the Bible,
Mm.
if we believe in the Bible,
If.
do we believe? See, a lot of people, the tribulation is gonna burn your little faith up
Wow.
because everything that you thought was gonna transpire is gonna be totally different from what's gonna happen. You're not. These people are not even prepared to be wrong. They're not even prepared to be wrong, but they're gonna get on Facebook, and it's hundreds of them, hundreds of Israelites. They're going to get on Facebook. All 100 people are going to say, Yah gave them this, and everything that they saying is going to be different from one another.
And that's crazy, cause you know
And,
it's the adversary. Just telling people like, hey,
and
tell
you
them.
and you telling me that we still Israel? You telling me that we still right no matter what doctrine we if I'm at a lot. How does that make us look on the outside world? I don't care what nobody on the outside world think. Yeah, I know you don't. Because you don't want to hear that what you think and doing is stupid.
Hold on, pops, cause I'ma prove you right or wrong. I read this morning Judges 6 through 8 about Gideon, the testimony of Gideon, and his
Mm-hmm.
and how Yah built up his faith, and they was able to take down the Midianites and like stuff like that. And then he took the earrings, or had them take the earrings from what the Ishmaelites or the Midianites, Amaleks, whatever you want to call them, and he built an ephod and he put it in his city. And that was, and this the scripture said that was a snare, because they immediately went a whoring. It said, "We that stupid."
Mm-hmm.
And when
Yes.
he died, they pulled out, you know who, Baal, immediately
Uh-huh.
after Gideon died. Like
Uh-huh.
worshiping the Most High is just a trend.
Something handy to do.
Yes,
Something
they are.
handy to do.
Yes, we are
Something
that
just
dumb, pops.
it's casual. It's casually it's the casual truth to do, huh? It's comfortable to be an Israel. People find comfort in being an Israelite for the wrong reasons.
Wrong reason.
The wrong reasons, and it's put forth when it comes out of their mouth. We better watch it. We better
Yeah.
watch it coming up. All you people that are saying again, all you people, and I'm going to say this with bluntness, that are teaching that there is no abomination of desolation, that we do not have to flee America or any other parts of the world. Yeah, he's going to gather us up from where the country we are scattered. That's what the book says. Give me Zephaniah, the second chapter. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Zephaniah.
Shabbat shalom.
Zephaniah. Shabbat shalom, Apariah. How you doing, love?
I'm
We're
good.
going to find out. We're going to find out in a minute. Y'all gonna gather us up from all the countries whether we are scattered. That is a very true statement. Let me give you some more truth. Zephaniah, the second chapter, verses 1 through 3. Let me give you some more truth. Let's add on to the truth. Come on.
Gather yourselves together. Yea.
No,
Gather
no, I'm gonna
together.
gather you together. I'm gonna gather you together. I'm gonna gather you together.
Yah's gonna gather us together. No, well, gather yourselves together. We all need to gather together because this is a
No,
command.
no, your glasses is foggy. It's got to say Yah is gonna gather us, not gather yourselves together. It's got to say Yah is gonna gather us. It cannot
Hmm.
say gather yourselves together because Yah is gonna gather us up. So that's got to be a lie.
Low.
Uh-huh. Gather yourselves together. Or what?
Oh, nation not desired.
That sounds like a commandment from the Most High, not a suggestion. Read.
Before the decree, bring forth. Before the day pass
Before the
as the
decree.
chaff.
Wait, before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the chaff. What decree bring forth? What day passes the chaff? See, he's telling you right here. Now, what's the next two?
Before the fierce anger of Yah come upon you. Before the day
And
of Yah. Before the day of Yah. Yah's anger come upon you.
seek meekness, seek righteousness. It may be. It may
Maybe.
be. May. May. Possibly. Possibly be. Man, people get on my face, man. You, Israel, gather yourselves together and do so before the day of Yah, you dummies. Do it before the day of Yah so that you can be gathered by me. Because I gave you a commandment to gather yourselves. He gonna gather us from all the country. That's exactly what the scripture says. I'm not debating that. I'm debating we forgetting the part that he told us to do. See, anything that we are told to do that requires physical action, we scratch that out of the equation. Let me say that again. Any single thing that requires us to do physical action, that requires us to move the ass. Yes, I cussed, I'm sorry, on the Shabbat. That causes us to move the ass is frowned on. That's why we ain't got to do this feast days no more. I know that's always what we don't have to do. Always what we don't have to do. Always what we don't have to do. And we never get to the nitty gritty of what we're supposed to do. The reason why people are teaching that America is the promised land is because these Negroes don't want to leave this country. That's what it is. The reason why you got the 12, the land inside of a map of the United States is because Negroes don't want to leave this country. The only reason why people are saying we ain't got to flee nowhere is because you Negroes don't want to leave this country that you love. You're not gonna go take a tent and go live out somewhere trying to hide from the adversary. You're not gonna do that. You don't want to cook your food in the open field with fire and wood. You don't want to do that. You don't want to dig a hole, take a dump, and then cover the hole up. You don't want tough beef jerky. You want a tender turkey. You want a tender turkey. Don't want to take a. Yeah, I like the bathroom. Of course you like. I like the bathroom too, but the bathroom you go outside gonna be a different story. You better find a way to use the bathroom out there. Where the toilet paper? Them leaves. Try to get the big ones. Yeah, when you confronted with it, then we're not gonna know what to do. Niggas don't even know how to start fire. I got a lighter. No, I didn't say good. I said start a fire without a lighter.
We all know. We all know how many people are going to have the necessary skills in the camps we have, because we all know I don't know nothing. It's gonna be a majority. It's gonna weigh on maybe 2-3 people out of the 1,000 that's gonna be together.
Because they ain't gonna know nothing. I'm promising that right now. They ain't gonna know nothing. They ain't gonna have to do nothing. Go get my toolbox and open it up and ask these young niggas, hey man, what is this? Man, I don't know. What's that? I don't know, man. But you asking these same people to decipher scripture. And then you ask them, and I hate to say this, Opera, I know it's disrespect to you and your intellect, but then you ask some of these silly laden women that have issues with men, okay? They got man issues. They got issues that spring forth from the doctrine that they spew out. Issues. I have a hard time. There's only a few women that I will listen to. Only a few. Only a few that I will even bother to sit down and even listen to their question. Now, I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying that because a lot of sisters are yakking and don't know what they're talking about. But they continue to talk, they continue to talk, they continue to talk, they continue to teach, and everything that they be saying be wrong. That is why I am so discouraged with us, because so many people are teaching and learning in error. Teaching and learning in error through ignorance. So I dare say that if you teach people that they don't have to flee for the abomination of desolation, you are going to get a lot of souls in trouble. The same trouble that the people that did not get on the flood. I had this argument with somebody yesterday about the people that didn't get on the flood. The argument was, why did Noah and his son, why did Noah's people get on? They was family. They listened to his father. I said everybody on earth had a chance to listen to Noah. Everybody, and they didn't, and they died, and they lost their salvation because they didn't get on the ark. They didn't obey the warning. See, human beings, when we run our mouths, we need to really take a reality check on the vocal cords, because some of the stuff that we be thinking and be talking about, it's not even congruent with each other. You do not have the return of Yeshua without the abomination of desolation, and you do not have the abomination of desolation unless you understand the 70 weeks. It's a time frame. 70 AD did not bring in everlasting righteousness. It did not seal up the vision. What is wrong with us? 70 AD did not fulfill any of the tenets of the abomination, the end of the abomination of desolation. Ain't no vision and prophecy been said. Ain't no the most holy ain't been anointed. What?
It did though, pops. In the book of buffoonery, chapter 7, verse
Yeah,
6.
there you go. In the book of buffoonery, chapter 7, verses 1 through 90. The book of buffoonery. You absolutely right, son. The book of buffoons. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I thought we would be prepared for this day. I never saw all the differences in opinion coming. Never did I see that. But that's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm sick. I am so sick, I don't know what to do. Because we are sitting, quacking ducks. And people do not like to hear. They think I'm negative. The negative corner. I got the holy Hebrew Empire telling me that I'm negative. But nobody that's teaching in error is negative. They're not negative. I'm negative for pointing out what we do wrong and what we doing wrong and what we teaching wrong. That's negative. Yeah, yeah. I guess Jeremiah was negative too, right? Isaiah was negative. Ezekiel was negative because they all bought a message that they didn't want to hear. Ezekiel was negative because he bought the children of Israel a message they didn't want to hear. We teaching too many. I'm telling you all, anybody that's listening, we teaching too many things that are wrong, and we expect to be right and be heard. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I had the people that they. If this is the great awakening, that people are coming into the knowledge of who they are. Someone asked me where that term was in the Bible. Where is the term the great awakening in the Bible? I don't know if it's there or not. I didn't think about it at the time though. But there's sometimes that we come out with terms, how accurate it may be. It's not in the scriptures. That's why I'm really concerned with us. I'm really, really concerned with our inadequate effort to unify despite our differences, because it's necessary. But in this climate, it's impossible. Unity amongst Israelites is going to be an impossibility because of doctrine. Again, it got my crawl up when I heard so many people clapping their hands at the false statement that if we teach those that teach that we're supposed to flee because of Jeremiah. Jeremiah is not the scripture even that's even in the. I don't even bring that up yet to talk about us fleeing. The Gospels tells us that we have to flee. It says that that particular time period is going to be so hard that those that be in Judea, those that be in Judea, flee to the mountains. Let him that's on the housetop. Well, if you're on your housetop, wherever you are, it says don't go down and go get nothing. Run. Haste. That's the haste of the situation. Run. Run. Not sit on the computer screen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Shiloh Missionary Hebrew Israelite Camp. I'm Eldoret Shimona Ben Yisrael, but sorry. And I'm here to give you today's message. Sarah was a saint. Now, Sarah did everything her husband told her to do. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. We would rather be on screen and be seen and heard rather than have the ability to feed ourselves during the times where we know that we're not going to be able to have food or water or clothing or medicine or shelter. We know we're going to be lacking these things. We do very well in the world with those things when we lack. We do extremely well. We do very well with, coming to terms with the things that obstacles that we need to overcome to get done what we like to do in this world. Well, tribulation is going to test that. It's going to test that. There's two schools of thought with the abomination of desolation or 70 weeks of Daniel. Well, the first school of thought, it may be a third one, but I dismissed that one. That 70 AD ended the 70 weeks of Daniel. Well, that was the abomination of desolation. So if it was the abomination of desolation, then they had to end the 70 weeks right there. The 70 weeks ended in 70 AD. The fall of the temple in Jerusalem was the abomination of desolation. Temple being destroyed was a prophetic annunciation by the Mashiach. And the abomination that occurred before that as well. What had been going on in the temple was an abomination. Y'all remember Ezekiel 8? When the Mosai took Ezekiel up in the spirit and he landed him into the temple. He landed him into the temple. He landed Ezekiel into the temple and he saw abominations galore. Everywhere he looked, he saw abominations in the house of Yah performed by Israelites. Let that sink in. That's okay. A thirsty mouth, a naked body, a hungry stomach will make you see reason. Will make you see reason. And this is what has to happen to us because we will not prepare. I've never known anybody to get caught off guard and was ready. Getting caught off guard means you were not ready. So I didn't mean to be obtrusive today, but it's getting my dandruff up that the closer we are to the end of all things, it's things like A, the more false doctrines arise. B, the butt gets more glued to the seat than ever. C, the eyes see whatever they want to see. There's no king in Israel, but every man did what was right in his own eyes. That is super prevalent today. That is on point today. That means us. Yeah. Every Hebrew that calls himself a Hebrew is teaching what's right in his own eyes. You go from camp to Knesset to Knesset, to Bible class to individual. The doctrines vary so much, I cannot believe that we are right. I would not believe we are right if I was a babe coming in. Babes that are coming into this walk right now, people that are tuning in to us and awakening to the fact that they are Israelites, are coming into a hot mess. The knowledge of who we are is fantastic, that you get awakened to that you come to terms with that. But everything else that follows, good God. Good God. We're going to be forced to be serious. We're going to be forced to be serious. And when circumstances and the day's events or the cares of this life force you to be serious, again, you're caught off guard and not prepared. Off guard and not prepared because of doctrine. And the doctrine that you spew out, you will be held accountable for it on the day of judgment. 70 AD did not end the 70 weeks of Daniel. The last week is yet to come and is coming soon. See, folks don't want to do nothing. They don't want to. Come home, use the toilet, take a bath, all the luxuries of home, no matter how small or whatever it is. Because the luxuries of home is a lot better than the down pits of the streets. See, ain't no toilet out in the wilderness, in the woods. Ain't no toilet. Ain't no Harold's Chicken. Ain't no Aldi. What happens when you got to catch something and eat it? Huh? Who ready for that?
None of us.
Ain't nobody ready to catch nothing and eat it.
No, we just Israel. We just ready to be caught, like we always are.
That's all we is. Israel ready to be caught. O'Shea, I need you to hold that phrase in your mind. Israel, ready to be caught.
Ready to be caught.
Ready to be caught. That's us. Ready to be caught. We won't be hard to find. Oh yeah, just get on Facebook. We're not hard to find.
we.
We not hard to find. We not
What you
hard to
doing out here,
find.
boy? What you doing out here, boy? I'm just waiting for you to kill
Well,
my family. Oh, get on in.
well, shit. Well, look. Well, if that's what you want, step right in.
Come on.
Hey, Bob. We got
Yeah.
volunteer niggers. God dog. Get the buzz saw. We're gonna make this nice.
I think you fry good. Look at her. Stop.
Thank you.
Bad. That's gonna be bad.
We ain't ready for man. Anybody ready? But like George Carlin said, if somebody the electricity stopped working, and then the insane asylum doors break open because they no electricity, and he said you have a group of guys that's been locked up, and now they visit your home. Hi, how you doing? Got any beer? No. Got a lot of thirsty guys out here. How about any women? Any women? Oh, just your wife and your daughter?
Mm, mm, mm.
I
The
think we can
small
make that
talk
work.
before the
The
sweet
small
talk.
talk. Now, fellas, I need you to mind your manners. There are ladies in the house. Okay? So I want you to mind your manners and wait your turn.
Mm.
See, Brian, O'Shea, Aparaya, Toy, my whole contention about having that last Bible class was to prepare people for this, what I'm talking about here, for that group of people to expand out and grow so that we can have a community of Israelites that really, really loved each other, that really, really cared about one another, and that was willing to sacrifice for one another during the tribulation. I don't understand why that did not resonate. I really don't. I don't understand why that didn't resonate with Brother Manuel. I don't understand that. I don't. That man is vulnerable. We all are vulnerable. But if you have a lot of kids and a wife, you have a lot of protecting to do by yourself. And like I said, I'm going to say this again. I'm getting tired of the negative aspects of us being the connection between us being Israelites. I'm getting tired of that. I'm getting tired of that. Oh, that's us. Yep, see, that's us. Yeah. When does that stop being us? We've been out the land 3,500 years. Good Lord, how much more time it's going to take? We done been through the transatlantic slave trade and we still don't get it? But at the last minute, eureka, we going to get it, huh? Preparation looks like, and this Israel, better find yourself a secure location where you cannot be found. Your loved ones, your community, your brother, whomever, you all better form yourselves a community somewhere out of the mainstream life of this world, which is something that Israelites or any worship of the Creator was supposed to be doing anyway. Separating yourself from this world. And now the tribulation is going to make us do that. It's going to make us separate. The Creator is going to cause the separation by letting the Antichrist have 3.5 years. And it was granted him that they should make war with the saints and overcome them. Make war with the saints and overcome them. I didn't write that. Make war with the saints and overcome them. Not my fault, y'all. And he shall give him. And it was granted unto him. It was granted unto the adversary that he can make war with the saints and overcome them. That's what I'm trying to tell people right there. I've been trying to tell people that for the longest, and nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. That's Revelation 13:7. And he shall have power over all kindreds, power over, oh my goodness, peoples, tongues, kindreds. And he shall have that power for 3.5 years, 42 months, 1,260 days. If there is no great tribulation, if there is no Jacob's trouble, then there is no regathering of Israel. And there is no return of Mashiach, because they are all related to one another. O'Shea, you read in Matthew, immediately after the tribulation of those days. Immediately after the tribulation of those days. Immediately
Okay.
after the tribulation of those days. Immediately after. The tribulation is linked to the return of the Mashiach. If things ended in 70 AD, where is the return of the Mashiach? The return of the Mashiach is tied into Jacob's trouble. There is no return without a great tribulation, because his return is immediately after that. Y'all with me?
Okay.
That's a false doctrine that people are coming out with. And I'm going to say it again, because we lazy. We lazy. We don't want to leave this earth. I mean, we don't want to leave this country. We don't want to leave this world system, because this world system provides so much ease of life that we've become accustomed to. And then the pleasures of this life that we love to partake in, even though we are Israelites. I'm going to end the strain now, y'all. I'm going to end it, and I'm going to say thank you all. And I'm sorry if anybody got offended. I'm sorry if anyone is offended. I don't hold back from what I'm saying. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to get on Facebook and I'm going to let it rip today about this subject right here. I'm going to let it rip, let it rip, let it rip, because it's stupid. We need to be focusing on organization, unity, which will breed forth proper preparation. Organization, unity, and preparation. That's what I've been asking for.